Will Smith breaks down into tears, reliving that infamous night at the Oscars. We're going to watch and react to that video after a quick word from our sponsor.
The Black Trump Supporter, The Reawakening of a Nation by Michael Amir. Meet Michael Amir, a Gulf War veteran, black conservative, and fearless truth-teller. In The Black Trump Supporter, he dares to question what others blindly follow. A powerful memoir that challenges race politics, media myths, and cultural silence. This isn't just a book, it's a movement.
Go support Michael Amir, the Black Trump Supporter, in the description box if you are interested. The link is in the description box, and stay tuned. We will have an explosive interview with one Michael Amir in our next installment of Artist Spotlight. Very excited for that. Hey, if you are interested in being a guest here on our Artist Spotlight, email me, dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. That is dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. You'll see that email scrolling across the bottom of our screen throughout this video. All right, so Will Smith. Now, it's been 3 years now, damn near 4 years since that infamous Oscar night where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. We all thought it was fake. We remember it, man. It's been a long time now. The two brothers have since been able to move on, since been able to further their careers, even though I'm sure they live with that memory. They live with that for the rest of their lives. It happened in front of millions upon millions of people, and I'm sure damn near now billions of people have seen it, clearly know about it. Both careers were affected by it. Will Smith lost a ton of opportunity. I'm sure Chris Rock also lost opportunity, was publicly embarrassed. We all know. Will Smith was on the All the Smoke podcast with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, I think courtesy of the DraftKings Network, where they asked him and spoke about that infamous night. And Will Smith actually broke down into tears, giving information that we never heard before about that infamous night and how it affected him in his personal life. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to play the video, and then I'll react. Let's get to work. Oh, shit. Let me play. Hold on. And let's get to
it. A horrific night, man. That was a horrific night.
To you.
For me, yeah. I made
all the real ones
mm-hmm.
who understood,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to stand up for my wife, whether I'm right or wrong in any place.
Mm-hmm.
So I understood that. I don't care what you say. Nobody can make me think that anything you did was wrong.
Let me tell you one of the words, because I was right there. And I get home, and my nephew, 9 years old, his name's Dom. He is the sweetest kid in the world. You know, him and my sister live with me, and I'm sitting, we got these bean bags in the kitchen. I'm sitting in the kitchen, he's sitting between my legs, and he's holding the Oscar. And he goes, "Why you hit that man, Uncle Will?" And I was like, "Oh!"
You gotta explain that to him.
And it's like, you know, I'm gonna be crying. Somebody got tissue? And it was, I got one. And it was like, see, I knew y'all was gonna have me, right?
It's all good.
You can't explain it to him.
Mm.
He stayed up late.
Right, waited for you.
Waited for Uncle Will, you know, and it was like, you know, I can do all the justifications forever.
Right. He won't understand it.
He can't, you know. That was a horrific night, man. That was
Interesting stuff. And it's funny how Steven Jackson immediately went to, "Hey, no, we understand it. You were sticking up for your wife. Yada, yada, yada. We heard it all before." And Will was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool." But there were other people that were affected by that indirectly that really mean a lot to me that I'll never be able to explain that to, but maybe have to explain it to other people, that being their the nephew or anybody who's directly involved with Will Smith, but may not have been involved with that situation or the actions that Will Smith conducted that evening. I think that's what ultimately affected Will the most, that his actions in that moment affected so many people outside of his circle, or outside of that immediate circle, outside of the people that give him public criticism. It's those that mean the most to him that will always have questions, the innocent that will always have questions. And that's a tough pill to swallow. I don't know if you guys out there, you men, you ladies, have kids and were ever asked a tough question. I remember my son has asked me some tough questions. I was like, damn, my daughter too. And I think it's the innocence that gets us, because they are genuine in asking these questions. And that answer may never be understood, or that they're in a moment, it's this moment in time may not be the right time to answer those questions, because you don't want to disrupt any of that innocence that coming down the line soon enough will be unfortunately destroyed and never be the same, as we all experience as adults. At one point or another, our innocence as a child unfortunately starts getting stripped away, and we start living this cold world as adults. And I think Will in that moment realized, damn, like I took a little bit of my nephew's innocence in that moment. And maybe I'm just reading too deep in it, but I don't see a brother breaking down into tears 3-4 years later with obvious guilt from that situation. And maybe he felt justified in the moment. Maybe he still feels justified for what he did in protecting or defending Jada in that moment, right? His wife. But there will always be certain elements that he will always regret from that night, outside of the career damaging effects that it had on his career, more so the effects that it had on the personal life that he has and the people in that circle. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this situation. Let me know what you think of what Will Smith said. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Sam Ant, CEO of the brand Brown Hip Hop News. I love each and every one of y'all. Till next time, till next story. Love yourselves, and most importantly, love yours. I'm out of here, man. Deuces.